keynote speaker, คุณสายสมร are you there คุณสายสมร huh? Okay, all right, good. So another keynote speakers in our sessions belong to คุณสายสมร Manikhot. He is a chief of Department of Medical Equipment Service, Medical Product Supply Centers, Ministries of Health, the Laos People's Democratic Republic. So his work is based on the biomedical engineering and the medical equipment maintenance. So he is also a coordinator for medical device specialists from JICA. JICA is the Organization of Japan International Cooperations Agency. So he operates so many organizations, and his topics that he gonna talk is the medical equipment maintenance management at hospitals in Laos PDR. So please give a big hand for him and welcome him. Okay. คุณสายสมร Yes. If you are ready to present, you can share your slides. คุณสายสมร Okay. Please turn on your microphone. Kun Saysamone, please turn on your microphone. Sorry. I cannot hear you. Okay, all right. Okay, good. Okay, let's start.
Okay, let's see my presentation. Teacher. Okay. Okay, on behalf of Ministry of Health in Lao PDR, so I would like to welcome you to here. My name is Saysamone Keomanikhot. Yeah, I am Chief of Medical Equipment Service Division. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am pleased to be here today to talk to you about the medical equipment maintenance management and at hospital in Lao PDR. So for this content, I would like to talk about the abstract medical product supply center, the network of medical equipment service unit, the procedure for repairing medical equipment, the activity of medical equipment service division, equation to calculate the operation rate, sound repair rate, and repair rate, and then observation and assessment of the strain, discovery, constraint, and challenge. For the abstract, maintenance is a concept of in medical equipment management. It widen breadth maintenance consists of the correction, performance, monitoring of equipment starting from the widen. Current stage in the trend of two-tone inventory of medical equipment, number of operating medical equipment, number of two-tone required of service, number of repairs by ourselves, number of repair by outsourcing, and number of not complete in the hospital. The process is very important for the optimizing the use of location of the available resource by medical equipment service department in the hospital. The medical equipment maintenance is composed of two basic activities: preventive maintenance and corrective maintenance, which are needed for the management of the medical equipment of the indices of the medical equipment in the hospital. This can resource in the indicator of the operation rate, repair rate, and sound repair rate is into this combined this evidence-based method in order to assess operation rate, repair rate, and sound repair rate to be a standard support and in-hand medical equipment service department activity in the hospital of the country. So medical product supply center under Food and Drug Department under Ministry of Health in Lao PDR. Medical product supply center have the 4 division: administration, procurement, logistics, and medical equipment service. So because I work in the medical equipment service division. Staff of medical equipment service division. So we have the biomedical engineer 2 people, electrical engineer 3 people, electronic engineer 2 people, and IT 1 person, and pharmacy 1 person, total 9 people. And then we have the technician in nationwide 135 people on provincial hospital in Lao Country. This is the network of the medical equipment service unit. They are 18 provincial hospital in charge of the medical equipment service division. This is the network of medical equipment service unit. So look at this. This is the medical equipment service center for the biomedical engineering training for the technician. The technician from the own province hospital come to train here, biomedical engineer. So we have the project with the Lao Luxembourg. They support the construct the workshop for us in Luang Prabang in the north. They support the workshop and medical tool and analyzer calibration for calibration and some equipment for this workshop. And then they support the workshop for the Keomanikhot Provincial Hospital. So because the 2 workshops there, 1 workshop in the north, 1 workshop in the south. The workshop can help the hospital if the medical equipment is problem, they can to send to this workshop for repair or maintenance. And then they support for the modified the workshop in Khammouan Provincial Hospital, Bolikham Sai Provincial Hospital, Vientiane Provincial Hospital. The Luxembourg project that finished already, and then the coffee project from South Korea, they come to work the project with us about the strength of the medical equipment management in the hospital. They support the budget to construct the workshop in Sieng Kuang Provincial Hospital, and for the medical equipment service center. And then we are constructing the new workshop in Udom Sai Provincial Hospital and Sampasak. Because if the 2 workshops finish, okay, I back to sorry. If the Udom Sai finish, Sampasak, Udom Sai, if the workshop finish, can the support, can the help the provincial hospital near Udom Sai, like Luang Nam Tha, Phong Sali, or Bokel, they can come to Udom Sai workshop. The Champasak can control the Sekong, Salawan, Atapu. Yeah, something like that. Sorry. Okay, this is the procedure for repairing medical equipment in Lao PDR. If medical equipment is problem in health center or district hospital, they can request service form to DH office. DH office got district health office, and then they request to PH department in the province. The PH department contact to the technician in the hospital. They go to check the machine in the health center and district hospital. If they can repair, it's okay. Equipment is repaired or finished job already. But if the technician in the hospital cannot repair medical equipment, they contact to the MPC or MES, like a MPC Medical Product Supply Center or Medical Equipment Service Division to repair medical equipment for them. The check medical equipment already, the equipment is in the warranty. Yeah, they cannot repair, they cannot check, but they can contact to the company. Yeah, for to check, to repair an equipment for them. This is the activity of Medical Equipment Service Division. Because we have the program, training program, domestic biomedical engineering training. We have the training for user training in the operation and maintenance of medical equipment, and biomedical engineer training for the technician. This feature for the user, because we have the training for the user how to use medical equipment, how to maintain medical equipment in the hospital, and how to daily maintenance, check medical equipment every day. This is for the user. This training for the biomedical engineer for the how to maintain medical equipment, how to repair, how to calibration medical equipment in the hospital. Biomedical engineering training for outside the country. So for the outside the country, we have the training biomedical engineer in Thailand, in Langsit University, yeah, in China and Japan, and training for biomedical engineer in Korea. In Korea, we have the project together with the whole field. So because if we have the train need about the biomedical engineer for the technician in the hospital already. So who is the high score? Yeah, we can show the 1 person or 2 person, yeah, to train more and at Korea for mid-level and senior level. Yeah, summarize this picture. And then we have inventory. So we have to use the program PRAMAS for the inventory medical equipment in all provincial hospital. in my country. In this program, medical equipment, non-medical equipment in central hospital, provincial hospital, district hospital, and health center. So put in the program PRAMAS. But the program PRAMAS is very difficult to use, so because it's very old. We use this program is a long time. And then this program yet cannot update, it cannot connect internet, cannot link to master computer in the central difficult. And then the program is cannot put the Lao language, only English in the computer, difficult to report to director of the hospital, to the Ministry of Health. But we have planned to more the new program for the management medical equipment in the hospital. This is maintenance and repair. So because we have the team and mobile team for maintenance medical equipment in the hospital, in the medical product supply center. So if the if the hospital they cannot repair medical equipment, we send the biomedical engineer team to help them, to help the hospital for the maintenance medical equipment in the hospital, and for the monitoring the work of medical equipment maintenance unit in the hospital. This is equation to calculate the operate, cell repair list and repair list. So because if you want to calculate the operation, you can operate operation rate. Operation rate is equal to number of operating medical equipment divide to total number of medical equipment multiplied by 100. If you want to calculate the cell repair rate is required to cell repair rate divide 2 tons of job cuts and multiply by 100. If you want to know the repair rate is equal to cell repair rate plus outsource repair rate divide 2 tons of job cut and multiply by 100. We use this equation for calculate for 5 provincial hospital in the project. This is a table of indicator of operate, cell repair rate and repair rate for 5 provincial hospital. This is for example, Chốt Provincial Hospital, Luang Prabang Provincial Hospital, Udom Sai Provincial Hospital, Sieng Khong Provincial Hospital, Sawanakhet Provincial Hospital, and Champasak Provincial Hospital. So I compare about the 2018, 2019, 2020. This is total number of medical equipment from 2018, 2020, 226, 2019, 282, 2020, 334. So you can see the medical equipment, every year and is increased every year. And then you see the population, we calculate already 2018. 87.7%. 2019, 71.99%. 2020, 90.11. So you can see it's increase the percent, yeah, every year. So I think it's good for the treatment in the hospital is low than 80%. I think it's not good for that hospital. So because they don't have the process for the how to maintain and how to repair medical equipment, and then they don't have the technician work in the hospital. Yeah, it's just.
Sorry, Kun Saysamone, time go fast. So could you please tighten up? Speak.
Okay.
Tighten up. Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. For strength and for strength coordination and cooperation between central and provincial review are facilitated and expedited. International organizations have provided but financial and technical support. Difficulty even to the coordination mechanism have been established at the level is improved. Personal limits that are not sortable, which detect at the same time the existing staff are not very qualified. There is not a computerized medical device management system in the hospital. Constant in some cases still supportive supervision and monitoring from the leadership of some provincial health department. Mostly that work activity depend on external support of international organization. Challenge difficult for the government budget location in addition to the future decreasing ODA almost from international organization that the development of trust defined will not be able to materialize. The development of the medical technology management activity will experience a lot of challenge in the future as taking ranking of the qualified staff in charge area. Additionally, in Lao PDR, they are not sufficient education industry for medical product technician education, like no biomedical engineer in the university. Thank you.
Thank you very much, speaker. I have one question.
Yeah.
I have one question for you. Can you go to the operation rate, please? What is about the percentage of operation rate that you can say good rate? More than 80% or in between 80 to 100%?
Yeah. So okay, teacher. So I
the operation rate, the slide
yes.
before, I think.
Okay, about the operation rate, because the operation rate is very important, yeah, for the maintenance medical equipment in the hospital. So because we have the team to the hospital, yeah, for the inventory medical equipment, how many medical equipment in the hospital, and then we can calculate how many medical equipment is operating. How many medical equipment in 2 ton number of medical equipment, and then we can calculate, yeah, calculate if we know the how many medical equipment is from in the hospital, so we repair for them. If the medical equipment is repair finished, and then we can calculate more for the operating rate. So for example, if the medical equipment is the XT equipment is problem, if we have the maintenance and repair already, yeah, medical equipment working about the 70 or 10 equipment is problem. So you can see the operation is really high. Yeah.
Okay.
So the technician in the hospital, they take care medical equipment every month, every 6 months, every year. Yeah, for the medical equipment.
Okay, thank you very much. You mean 80%? You can accept at the 80%, right?
Yes.
For the operation rate. So thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Yes.
Thank you. Any question from the audience? No.
So I think it's time to go to the next speaker.